What's up, Sunday fams? Welcome back to another video. My name is Flip.
I'm Element.
And we're getting together each and every week to catch up to some of our favorite Asian dramas. This time around, it's Jirisan.
This star-studded drama stars Jun Ji-yoon and Ju Ji-yoon, who both come from Kingdom, and they team up in this show about mountain park rangers.
The story revolves around park rangers who work on Mount Jirisan, but are faced with the tasks of tracking and rescuing missing hikers. But there seems to be something supernatural that's waiting to unfold about the mountain. Let's recap the first two episodes.
Kang Hyun-jo is literally thrown into the fire on his first day on the job. He's teamed up with So Ye-gang, also known as Demon So, who is by far the best ranger of the unit. They're tasked to track a missing child and must find him within the golden time, 30 hours.
A series of challenges are thrown at them along the way, including a storm that is too dangerous to continue the search. We also find out that the missing child was bullied and perhaps lost his parents, so he decided to visit the place where the family last enjoyed a memorable time. This mountain, though, is part tourist attraction and part final resting place for those who come to commit suicide.
Now, I'm not sure if this is an equivalent to the Japanese lore surrounding Aokigahara. If you know anything about this Jirisan mountain, please leave it in the comment section below. But there seems to be something supernatural lurking in this forest or mountain.
Yeah, I mean, Hyun-jo seems to be getting these visions, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something with a bloodline. Like, I can only theorize that he's part of these partisans that we'll touch on a little bit later, but like, there are these marks all across the mountain, and there's signs. They mean something, and we have no idea what that means, except that he's experiencing these visions, and his visions is what actually led them to find the missing child.
And these marks all seem to be pointing to various missing hikers who have been lost along the way.
And what I love about this drama so far is that they are these cliff-hanging park rangers, like, in action. They're like in this adventure, right? Like, they're like traversing these treacherous lands and on this journey, and it seems like action-packed, but then there's also some really deep and emotional ties to the stories that's unfolding before us.
One thing that stood out to me in the very beginning was So Ye-gang's character. I thought it quite funny. It was just funny that her character was so edgy. I know we need like edgy characters in these shows, but like, I just thought it was funny that the first thing we know about her is she's willing to abandon someone, a newbie, while they're on the search and rescue mission. So they're actively searching to rescue a child, but along the way, she's like, I'm gonna abandon you if you slow me down.
She got no time for that stuff, you know. You better keep up or you're gone.
Of course, we time jump from 2008 to 2020, where it seems like a tragedy occurred between Hyun-jo and Ye-gang. She returns to duty on a wheelchair while Hyun-jo is in a coma. We then get a series of flashbacks where we find out that Ye-gang also lost her parents to Jirisan. Meanwhile, Hyun-jo seems to be investigating something much more mysterious surrounding the missing and the dead.
Hyun-jo runs into a man who is searching for the remains of his dead father in Mujin Valley. He's actually a shady loan shark who murdered the man and was looking for his bag that contained his driver's license. They were cutting down pine trees that were worth a lot of money. They get into an altercation and Hyun-jo is injured, where he's left alone without a GPS in Mujin Valley.
Moments later, Ye-gang corners the loan shark and we get this superhero-esque, you know, Wonder Woman shows up moment with the rock music, and then we have the guy from It's Okay Not to Be Okay spinning his stick thing or his stake, and it was just one of those kind of slapstick campy moments where you couldn't have any other reaction but to laugh.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird. This show has like really touching moments, some seriousness to it, and some mystery and some intrigue, and then you get the campy parts, which wouldn't be a K-drama without them, right? There are deep layers to this drama so far that touches on regret, loss, and sometimes closure. For the girl looking for her lottery ticket, it's the hope of a better life. For the daughter who lost her father, it's closure that she can perhaps finally move on. In the final sequences of episode 2, we gain insight on what the yellow ribbons mean, that it was intended to lead you to get lost. And while on patrol, Lee Do-won encounters a mysterious hooded figure. So I can't really put my finger on anything that's happening right now. I know these are the first 2 episodes, but I'm loving it so far. Like,
I am absolutely.
There's this cliff, not cliff, but there are
cliffs, literally.
Yeah, there's definitely cliffs, but there's this dark supernatural mystery that like is like it's hovering throughout this entire story, and I just don't know what it is. Like, maybe, you know, this is what's intriguing me about like pursuing the rest of the episodes.
Absolutely. And when I first started watching this, I thought it was like a mockumentary type of piece on park rangers and search and rescue teams, which I absolutely respect the work that they do. They do absolutely tremendous work. But then, like, again, the supernatural stuff started coming out. I was like, is this that show or is this show? Is this that type of show? Because then we were like talking about Uncanny Counter and all of the supernatural stuff that would be involved in this show. Like, how is it going to play out? Is this mountain, you know, a mountain, of course, with a rock on the top that says Korea's spirit rises from here.
Yeah.
Is this mountain supernatural in nature? Like, if you know anything about the mythology surrounding Jirisan, we would love it if you left it in the comment section below and let us know the history behind it and any lore that's surrounding the supernatural of this mountain.
Now, I'm thinking that the mysterious hooded man at the very end of episode 2 is Hyun himself. I don't know how, I don't know why. I am probably completely wrong because he is in a coma. But there is some supernatural things that are happening here, and then, you know, in that moment where at the end of the drama it goes into that like that soundtrack and the picture gallery happens, it kind of looks like him. It just kind of looks like him.
Yeah, whenever you throw around the word supernatural, kind of all things that are logical is thrown out the window. And so, yes, before he's even recruited on Jirisan, the marks are there. The history of the marks are there.
And what are these marks?
I have no idea, but it's of course under the purview of the supernatural. And so, again, when the time jump happens, he's in a coma, but, you know, it looks like he is the person under the hood.
I think so.
And, you know, a lot of these things that are happening right now that point to him are happening while he's in a coma. So, and then we throw in supernatural. So that just means that something is happening that is out of the norm, that maybe this is him subconsciously like astral projecting and doing all of this stuff. That's my current theory.
I mean, there was that one reporter or researcher that after they found the boy, he was taking pictures and looking at the markings that Hoon found in the rocks, and he was kind of saying, yeah, that makes sense. The mountain was talking to you, or the mountain is calling you, like it calls on you. And so I don't know what that means. It's been happening. It was kind of like the mountain was kind of a place of worship for centuries or something like that. And so there's legacy here, like from some kind of like supernatural, mysterious religion or cult. I feel like, I don't know, that might be it, maybe not.
I'm just waiting for the end of the show where he finally looks at the camera straight on and goes, I am the one.
He's the one.
Well, in any case, guys, that is it for us. Leave your comments in the section below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tap that bell so you know when we post new videos. This is what we're watching this Sunday, and we'll see you next time.